Okay, so we're starting recording right now. How's it going, everybody? This is Seer here. We have the Knull boss fight underway. Now, I have a few teams I want to test out on this. The big key that you want to look for on these lower difficulties is looking for teams that have a bleed. That appears to be the best teams that you really want to go towards. So I have a lot of teams I really want to work on, and hopefully we can find some really good combinations to help out the community on this. Now, somebody in chat, Flint, is saying Undying with Old Man Logan. That's what I'm hearing as well. That's gonna be one of the best teams. I want to try to save the Old Man Logan for a different team. So I'm going to be testing out like Robbie and maybe some other characters that do bleed and can take advantage of what the Undying brings. So let's go ahead and start that one out first. So if we go to the save squads, I'm using the Towers tab for all of my Battle World teams right now. So the first one I want to test out is going to be this Undying with the Ghost Rider Robbie. I want to see what this does. The goal that I want to try to hit is find as many teams I can hit about 90 million damage on this normal difficulty first. So what we have here is Zombie Juggernaut. We have the Zombie Iron Man, Zombie Scarlet Witch. She is a 4/4. I have G19 on the Witch, the Juggernaut, and the Robbie. The Hela is G18, so's the Zombie Iron Man. Now, the Zombie Iron Man, I did take to 1 diamond due to the Battle World Spec Ops. So let's go ahead and see how this one is going to play out. Now, you do just want to basically log in and hit auto, unfortunately, at these lower difficulties. Now, the timer shouldn't be going when it's on your turn and you choose an ability. So I'm going to show that right off the bat, so that way you kind of understand how the timer is going to be working on here. So behold, Knull the Void King. Yep, he's got all these weird things for mechanics. All right, so it's our turn, and you see I'm not doing anything yet. The timer's still set at 5 minutes. So this is going to be a 5-minute timer for this type of attack. Now, looks like my alliance has killed him 23 times already. That's what this timer is up here. You can see what his abilities are. He's about 4 turns away from using his ultimate. He's ready to use his special right off the bat. That's going to give him barrier. I'm just going to hit auto, though. So let's see how this does. Now, I'm going to basically back out if this doesn't go well. I want to do a lot of testing on here. So let's see how this fares. So right there, you see the barrier is going to be that blue bars. Looks like the barrier's gone. This is his turn meter. Right now, you can see he's at about 71%. I think we started at 73% for this one. Now, I don't know if the Robbie is going to be optimal because he might end up dying fairly early. But this would allow me to use the Old Man Logan at a different location, because I found a few locations they can use Old Man Logan. So we'll see how this one does. Right now he's at 64%. Now for these bleeds that's going to be attacking on here, at the normal and all the way up to like difficulty 3, I think that's going to be really good to use. It's going to be when you get to the higher difficulties. I don't know how that's going to fare, so that's going to be something to keep in mind when we're doing this testing. All right, so there goes Knull. That's going to kill the Robbie most likely. Hey, Robbie's still around. And Robbie's dead. All right, so let's see what the 4-man can do on here. Now, the good thing about this Knull fight, too, is we have the full hits unlocked, because the counts as it's everywhere on this type of fight. All right, so right now we're at about 13 rage. And right now we're at 55%. We have about 3.5 minutes left to go. Yeah, Lady Deathstrike, she'd be a good one in here too. I know Orcus with Old Man Logan is really good also. I just kind of want to definitely play around with this. So I'm going to definitely write down a few teams that we're going to be testing out. And we'll try to find the best 3. Because we can get 3 teams that do about 90 million damage. We'll be in a really good spot. Alright, so right now we're at about 23%. Yeah, anything with Old Man Logan for sure. There we lost Zombie Iron Man because the Knull just flat out killed him. We're gonna back out there. So this got us up to 47%. So I'm gonna write that down. And as you see, you can definitely back out and give it another go. Alright, so this one here I was really curious about. A 3-piece Extreme X-Men, Old Man Logan, and Black Knight. The Black Knight retaliates, it's going to end up clearing the barrier. Then we just have the X-Men doing what they do. So let's see what this one does. And we're starting at 1%. Okay. Alright, so there's the one kill. So basically starting fresh, I'll say. It's interesting that the mythic characters aren't being as impactful at this lower difficulty too. Astral, Black Knight, Old Man Logan. I was trying to find a good Astral team. We can test that out. This one, Undying, Robbie. This one here, Extreme, Old Man Logan, Black Knight. We'll do that one next. Astral, BK, Old Man Logan. We'll do that one next, Flint. This one's doing really good. I already got 24% off in a minute. Old Man Logan, APOC, Gladiator Gore, Endgame Thanos. I was looking at doing a Annihilator comp. Let me see which one it was, because I had it saved. Annihilator Super Scroll was one, and then... Which, Annihilator Super Scroll actually didn't do that great. I had a Black Knight Odin Extreme, but I'm testing out with Old Man Logan first. Then I'll take Old Man Logan out and put like Odin in, and we can really compare these two. This one's doing really good though. I like this one so far. Yeah, so because this has like 3 out of 3, it's kind of a hint that you can, because that's how you can do it with the nodes too. Like if you mess up a mission node, you can always back out, and then it's just gonna take like the best attack or the highest attack type of thing. The Forge needs to start clearing these debuffs off Gambit. He's about to bleed out. Yeah, this one definitely looks like it can do a one-shot. Alright, that ended up clearing some of the debuffs off Gambit. We're down to 2%. Alright, so there's one kill. And I have a minute and a half left to keep going. So I killed him, and then I can just back out now. I have a minute. I just want to see how much extra damage I can do. I started at 1%. Alright, so 96. So that did 105% damage. That was a really good hit. So yeah, I backed out. You can see I still have 3 and 3 on here. But that was a really, really good hit. So that was about 105%. Yeah, that was the 3-piece extreme Old Man Logan Black Knight. So now I want to test that out with Odin over Old Man Logan. And see what this can do. Because if I can save Old Man Logan for, like, the perfect hit, because he's going to be pretty vital. Oh, that's saved down there. Alright, so we're going to test out Odin in here now. Stream Odin BK. We are starting at 74%. Alright, and auto. Odin was a striker there. Oh, yeah, Old Man Logan was a striker. Odin in here I have as a raider, though. And what I'm thinking for the Odin in here is for that added protection, doing the out-of-turn damage. That special giving them the extra sustain. I'm wondering if that's going to kind of counteract what Old Man Logan can bring to the team, so we'll see. I do lose out on a lot of bleeds, though, without the Old Man Logan. Black Knight is a 2 diamond. I have enough to take him up to 3 diamond, but I want to save them. I think Gore got up to like 42 or 43 rages also. So right now I did about 20% damage. So Odin doing that out of turn basic to kind of cleanse is pretty clutch. Alright, so there's a darkness on Gambit, 5 on Black Knight. The issue with Omega Red is he's so stat crept. I think there's better characters like Morgan Le Fay would be better with their basic. Pair her and Agatha together to get the Striker Skirmisher combo. I think would be really good. Maybe. I just don't love Omega Red just because of how power prep he's been. He's a little slow, but there's ways to get the speed up on him, like his special right off the bat and stuff like that. Lady Deathstrike does pair good with him. Right now we've done about 44% damage. We have a minute half left. This one's gonna be more of a slog. I think by now we already had like a kill on him before. Yeah, the immune to ability blocks is pretty bad. Need more bleeds on him. Alright, so right now we've dropped about 50% of his health off. Now he's got the barrier back. Alright, 73 rage and about 53% damage. He has 21% left. 73 rage is pretty high. Okay. Alright, so Astral, Black Knight, Old Man Logan. Let's test that one out. Odin and Black Knight. Alright, she's squishy. I'm gonna keep her in the back for now. Old Man Logan, not Odin. Yeah, the ones I was going to look at was Astral, Odin, and then Testa Mephisto, Test, and APOC. But yeah, we can do Old Man Logan first. Alright, so we're going to test this one out. So let's see how this one goes. Oh no, you're good. Alright, so this is going to get speed up right off the bat, so that's good. Alright, so where do we start out at? About 75%? Looks like 74%. Looks like nobody attacked and kept one between my previous temp. 74, yep. Okay, cool. But so far, the best attempt looks to be Extreme Old Man Logan Black Knight. That did about 105% damage. Ancient One, I just did the 3-3. She is G19 and purple 3. I made her a raider. Moondragon I have as a raider, and Strange I have as a striker. So far, it's doing pretty good. I did over 40% damage in under 2 minutes. Lady Sticky? Yeah, right. That's awesome. This one's looking really good. We need to see who else we can use the Astral team with, though. Alright, so there's one kill. So there's 74% gone already. Alright, so we have 2 minutes to get 26% off. Now we're at 89%. So adding the APOC is not great then. Alright, we're 10% away. I am looking at a Night Stalker's comp. I think that could be pretty interesting. Alright, so we lost Black Knight. We're about to hit the 100% mark. Black Knight's back due to Doctor Strange. So that means Knull didn't kill Black Knight. That's awesome. 72. $65. $59. Keep going, boys. Keep going. I'm gonna back out when it hits 10%. Or 10 seconds. All right, 50%. So that was 124% damage. Kang, Sus, Old Man Logan, Odin, Dorm. Got a one-shot. Okay. Two-shot if Logan has diamonds and Ancient One's bigger. Yeah, maybe at this difficulty it's possible. Alright, so that was a really good hit. Who else can pump out that many bleeds and survive? We can sub Old Man Logan out with somebody. Maybe Blade. I wonder if I could sub Blade in. He does a lot of bleeds. Illuminati, they just have like sustain. They don't really have the damage. I'm thinking Cabal might be able to do something good. Heal block, blind, immunity, disrupt. Blade doesn't do bleed. I thought he did. He does the speed bar. I thought he had a bunch of bleeds with him. Was it Oath? Let's see what Oath can bring. Ult, expose, bleed, heal block, bleed, trauma. We'll try Oath. But she has a 20% health steal also. That's on a short cooldown. Let's throw her in. I'm just going to give turn meter. Yeah, immune to expose is fine, but getting the extra turn meter, all that bleed that she pumps out, and 20%, I'm feeling it. I'll double check. Alright, so we are doing the Astral team. Black Knight. Oath. I want to see what this can do. So put her over here. Moondragon's fine there. Range can revive off the splash. Alright, let's see what this can do. Okay, he is immune to exposed. That's fine. He still has a short cooldown for that. Astral, Oath, DK. Alright, let's see what this one can do. Alright, we are starting at 74% again. And auto. Yeah, so immune to the exposed. So Black Knight's really good here because those retaliates keep clearing that barrier. I was thinking Lady Deathstrike, but Oath kind of has me peaked. She gives the 5% turn meter. She has a 20% drain on her special. That's on a short cooldown. that's going to be guaranteed like 4 million damage every time she specials. Plus, she has a lot of bleeds on her. So I'm thinking because of that special, she's going to have some pretty good survivability. Alright, so there goes one of the minions. Oath again. More bleeds out there. So we've done a little bit over 20% in a minute half. That's actually pretty good timing. Nice heal up on Oath. She was looking a little rough. So about 2 minutes gone and about 30% damage dealt. There was the barrier again because the Black Knights retaliate. It's not looking terrible. The old man Logan definitely brought more of the damage because of how fast he can go. And all the bleeds that kept popping off, but... yeah, we need more old man Logan. Nah, I want an old Wolverine, not a young one. So there is synergy between Robbie and Strange. I wonder if we can put Robbie in here. Or maybe Black Cat. Black Cat wouldn't be bad. Alright, so we're under the minute mark, so we did about 50% damage. So that's about 40 million damage. We can do better. So for the Knull fight, everything is opened up. So arena, raid, war, everything. Alright, so 52% damage. So we're at 22%. Yeah, especially with her having Doctor Strange with her. That positioning's good. All right, so this one here, we have a 2-piece Seer Defender, 3-piece Astral, and Black Knight. So let's see what this one does. All right, so Trauma, Bleed, Disrupt right off the bat's pretty good. Black Cat should have a lot of survivability. She's got these safeguards. She has a bunch of death proofs on her. And again, we're starting at 74% damage on this one. So 10% gone in under a minute. Needs to get those bleeds start ticking. So 20% in a little over a minute. This one's already looking better with Black Cat. Yeah, that's definitely an option. I think I would probably do APOC instead, because APOC would give extra damage to the team. We'll definitely have to mess with this one, because I think this is a good start. Obviously, when Emma Frost comes in, we can replace Black Knight with Emma. Then we can do the 4-piece with Black Cat here. The Extreme, BK, Old Man Logan, and another. We need to find another third team. But this is a really good start to one. No, when Emma Frost X-Men comes out, we can take Black Knight out, put Emma in here. Then team 2 would be the 3-piece Extreme, Old Man Logan, Black Knight. Then we have Undying that we need to find a good 5th with. That's alternative. Oh, might end up wiping here. All right, so this one is about 25%. 25%, we'll say. So 74 to 25. So actually, Oath did better. We started losing out a little bit there. Let me see. So if we, well, not Mephisto for Undying, because then they're definitely not coming back. If we do Undying, let's try Undying Odin. Because we know Old Man Logan's a great one, but we need to see how we can kind of maximize our hits. Yeah, the ward buffs are active, but there isn't a lot of buffs on Bond for Ares to take them. Let's see what this one does. Should be 74% at the start again. Yep, 74. So Odin getting rid of the debuffs is pretty good. Yeah, Ares doing the special like every 3 turns is pretty good. All right, no problem, Clint. Thank you. This one here is doing okay-ish. Might be a better alternative than Odin. That's not Old Man Logan. Maybe Morgan Le Fay wouldn't be bad. You can basic and do the double tap on the basic. Special to kind of cleanse. Some Juggernaut hits awesome though. Hey, thank you for the follow, Negan. Alright, so they were last zombie Iron Man for good. Knull just killed him off. Lost Scarlet Witch. We're down to about 42%. This one wasn't great. About 40%, we'll say. That was not good. That was only about 34% damage that we did. Alright, so, hey, thank you for the follow. Right now I'm just trying to find a couple teams to test out in here. So this one here did really good. If I take Old Man Logan out, let me try Mephisto in here. If I can spare the Old Man Logan, that's kind of the goal. Starting at 32%. Extreme, Mephisto, Black. One's not doing too bad. So we started at 32. We got about 20% off. Alright, so that's 32% gone. We need to get down to 68. We're back to 32. That would be the 100%. We need a nice AoE hit coming in here. Alright, we're at 85. Need about 50% more damage coming in. That was a good hit. Need to start killing these symbiotes. Looks like we lost Mephisto. This one here is interesting. We're at 66. All right, 66%. So that one wasn't too bad. That was about... We started at 32. So 32 plus 34. So 66% damage on it. That wasn't too bad. Sentry. I mean, if he comes, that'd be freaking awesome. I love Sentry. Sentry's just really cool character. The whole Sentry in the Void type of situation. So I think the 3 teams that we need to focus on: Extreme X-Men, Undying, and Astral. Okay, so what's the best way to maximize those 3 teams? Undying, Extreme, and Astral. The best hit that we did for Extreme Old Man Logan, Black Knight was the best one there. Astral, Black Knight, Old Man Logan. Now, when we put Black Cat in, we did about 50%. Those did a little bit better. We need to find a better fit for the Astral and the Black Knight. So let's do testing on that. I want to try Darkhold with this. I think that'd be kind of interesting. All right, let's try this one out. So we have Astral, Darkhold combo. All right, 67% is the starting point. Not doing a lot of damage right now. We started at 67.
Oh shit, man. Oh my god. Let me show you what I got. This beat is so hard. Oh my god. Is that bullshit? I think not. Let me show you what.
About 10% damage in about a minute. Yeah, I don't like this. I'm gonna back out and save time.
Hey, yo, who made it? I think God. Oh my.
Super Scroll won't be terrible. Just for giggles. We'll do the basic to start. 67%. Wish they were selling Astra as a Battle World team. Things would be better if they figured out the best combos. Yeah, the good thing is we have 3 teams to attack with, and this is definitely going to be one of the teams. I think Undying and Extreme are going to be the other 2 teams. I did really good damage with them. I'm just trying to find out the best pieces. Because Black Knight, Old Man Logan with either one of those, with Extreme or Astral, did a lot of damage. This one's doing a little subpar. It's interesting that these mythics aren't like pulling their weight right now. It's probably going to change that later on, but that's kind of interesting.
I need a scarecrow after what you did, 'cause all of the birds know that I'm almost dead. I'm barely breathing, I'm barely
Right now we've done about 33% damage. This can be about a 60% damage hit.
I need an angel after what you did. 'Cause you were the
Hey, little guy.
devil. You mess with my
Hi.
head.
Hi.
To my mother. You lied to my friends. You said that you'd be there, but this never ends. Don't wake me up.
Alright, so about a minute left. We've done 44% damage. Got another ult off. 47%. All right. 19% where we stopped at.
Just a ghost, you're never there. 'Cause you're just a ghost inside my head. You're just a ghost, you're never there. You're just a memory.
What is a good character that we can add with Undying? It does a lot of bleeds.
You're just a ghost inside my head.
Alright, Lady Deathstrike, see what happens. %, where we're starting at. Alright, let's see what this one does. That's 10% in under a minute. These bleeds need to start ticking off. So for Undying, we did Lady Deathstrike. You need help making a spider team. What's the team for? Is it for Crucible, War, or what? For War and Blitz? Don't worry about the Blitz. Really the best spider team is gonna end up being the Spider Society. That's like the best, one of the best teams is the Spider Society. Do you have all 5 of those characters or no? This one's not doing good. We only did about 22% damage in half the time. Okay, so we got 20% damage. Back out. So yeah, the Spider Society is going to be the one that you want to go for. So Peter B. Parker, Penny, and Pavitra are the 3 main characters. You have Indian, which is Pavitra, Ghost, and Or. How close are you to Peter B. and Penny? Are you close to getting them? Okay. You said you have Ghost and War. I mean, it's still safe to build those 2 with them. Use those 3. Doc Ock, I saw that you said you have him. He's going to be good when you get the Superior 6. Well, Gwenum is more for the Hive Mind team. Spider-Man, don't worry about him. He's not great anymore. He had his time in the sun. So Venom's the first one that's benched on the Hive Mind team. You're basically going to bench him for like Super Skrull when you eventually get him unlocked. Try Super Skrull with this. So 44% start. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about Venom. He's going to be the first one you're going to bench for that Hive Mind. One of them you're going to need for the Hive Mind team. Yeah. Madeline as leader, Iceman, Magneto, Nightcrawler, Gladiator. So Madeline, Iceman, Magneto, don't build them. They're old characters that's like never used. So that's going to save you resources by ignoring those three. Yeah, just don't need to waste resources. That's the main concern. So yeah, I mean, if you invest, don't over-invest. You know what I mean? This attack's not doing too bad. We're at 27. We started about 44. So we're at 24, so we did 20%. Need more bleeds. Got to rank 130 on the arena team. Nice. That's good that you're up there already. Yeah, Gladiator's really good. Alright, so we're near the tail end of this attack. Waiting for that ult to pop off. Alright, so this one here, not great, about 30% damage. That one killed off fast. Alright, 13%. Let me get a baseline for Undying Old Man Logan, because I know that's a good one, but at least we can write down a baseline for that one. Alright. %69% for the start. Yeah, Gladiator's really good. So the Annihilators, when they start becoming more available, definitely focus on them.
Make it break through the ceiling. Can't you see I'm willing to let it go? Yeah, nah. I let it move and control me. Gone with the stars, don't even try to get me back for the night.
Right, so that's 25% gone in about a minute and a half. Who's the best Guardian? Guardians aren't good. So I'd say none of them. I wish they were good. That's one of my favorite teams. I did a video on like the power trios, like the best teams and like what 3 characters to invest in. I'll drop that in chat if you want to check it out.
I am here in the middle of nowhere. There is no there, it is cold there, but I am safe and I am warm.
So that's my power trios video. It's kind of like a best teams and best three, like 3 characters on the team to invest in.
Drift away, I find my space, I spend my time
Like that'll kind of get you in like in the right direction.
down the rabbit hole again. And as I fall, I can feel the pain. You can't
Oh, I lost Scarlet Witch. That's not good.
go, so I don't know, I just go with the flow. I go with the flow.
All right, I'm about to wipe. So this got me down to
I'm falling up, I'm falling
15.
from the sky and from the ground. I burn bright just like below.
That was a big hit. 6% now.
Where I should go.
There's a kill on him. Back up to 99. It's gonna tick again. I should be able to survive that. Get an accurate reading. It's 96. 96. Is that good for Spider-Man villains team? So the Spider-Man villains team would be like the Superior 6. I put the main 3 on there, and the alternatives they can really slot in. Spider Slayer's awesome. I really like him. He gives the offense up to the team, and he can do quite a bit of work. I did about 70%. About 34 with Odin. Yeah, Shocker's awesome. He's like the sleeper pick on that entire team. Shocker, I think, is like Blitz Store.
I'm stuck in limbo.
Okay, it's not Blitz Store. So we got moved somewhere.
I'm always trying to see through your flaws. 'Cause I know that you got so much more to give.
Yeah. So you click on the character, you can hit find.
'Cause I can go to sleep.
Okay, so he's on a node now. Heroes 2-9.
Fix our problems. How long should I be waiting? Feels like I've had too much of drama. But I'm not ready to give in.
Alright, so Old Man Logan Undying did about 70-something% damage. I could have gotten a few more. Try. The Odin didn't do great. Mephisto's not going to do good. Super Scroll did about 30%. Odin did. Need to find a good fifth in here. So Old Man Logan, because I can get better damage with Old Man Logan elsewhere.
I could make it last a little longer. Say you wanna fix our problems. How long should I be waiting? Feels like I've had too much of drama. But I'm not ready to give in.
Try Gore. I'm kind of curious about this one. %. Hey, what's up, Zero? Just doing some Knull testing. I think I'm almost done with the testing.
It got me thinking now, should I take it or leave it out? It got me thinking now, and now I'm stuck in this loop again.
How did your hits go, Zero?
Now, should I take it or leave it out? What would happen if I talk to you? Got a feeling that I get a clue.
Would you be my Fortnite?
Yeah, I saw. You, me, and the Juicy all in the same bracket. That's going to be crazy. So as far as the hits goes, Undying is going to be a good one. You want to aim for bleeds. Two guys over 200 mil. Jeez, I didn't see that. Yeah, so aim for teams that have bleeds. The bleeds do massive damage. Undying, Extreme, Astral look to be the main three teams that I've kind of found out. Orcus does good too, I heard. I just didn't do any testing with them yet. I heard they're okay. I'm just trying to aim for teams that do like a lot of bleeds. I can test them right after this one. I just did really good work with Extreme, Black Knight, Old Man Logan. They did really good. Astral, Black Knight, Old Man Logan. Undying with Old Man Logan. I did about 75% damage. But I know some people's done like really good with that. About to start losing people here at not even 30%. Yeah, I'm thinking Night Stalkers might have a play. Oof, that one hurt. Took out Gore. Took out Zim, so that's 16. It's not even 30%. There's the 30% mark. Alright, let's do some Night Stalker and Orcus now. Spider Society, let's take out Ghost Spider. Because Nor does a lot of bleeds. Yeah, I know we have. That's crazy. Let's do Mephisto. Spider Society Mephisto. %. All right. So I want to start with this. That's going to do 4 million damage off the bat. This one here. He's immune to exposed. So yeah, we'll just do the basic. So I tried a lot. So I tried a bunch of Undying, Astral, Extreme X-Men teams so far. Only 30 mil. That's not great. I'm trying to find teams I can do at bare minimum 50% damage. That's going to be about 40 mil damage that we can do to them. Extreme Old Man Logan Black Knight. That one I did 105% damage. Astral Black Knight Old Man Logan, I did 124% damage. Yeah. So I'm trying to find a good mix to balance the Extreme and Astral and seeing if I could find a good third team. I was really banking on Undying as being in that team, but we'll see what Spider Society and what Night Stalkers can do. Yeah, Orcus Old Man Logan. I saw a drop Nimrod for that. It's just we only have one Old Man Logan. I want to use him 3 times. Undying Robbie, I did about 25% damage. I went from 73 to 47. So 26% damage. I tried Astral with Black Cat and Black Knight. That one did okay. So the Black Cat Black Knight did about 50% damage. That's about 40 mil. I'm just writing down. I think I got to add, so I'll wait for the thing to finish. Yeah. The reason I'm doing the percent is I'm just gonna basically load in. I look to see what percent I started at, then I hit auto, and then I back out. So I just kind of write down the starting percent. And since I know he has 80 million damage, so if I hit 50% mark, that's 40 mil. This one's not doing terrible. I started at 43, down to 18. Red Hulk's Battlefield effect does for damage. Also like to see something heavy bleeds. Yeah, I'm really trying to find a good bleed team. I might be able to throw something together like a APOC and some Horseman mix, maybe? I don't know. LDS Wolverine, Mega Red Basic. So the thing with Omega Red is he's so squishy. He'd get like popped off really easy about halfway through the timer. Yeah, I tried LDS with Undying. That one I did. I backed out after 20%. It wasn't going to go well. Right now we're at 33% damage done. So this team doesn't have a lot of barrier removal. Might be better for Super Scroll instead of Mephisto. That way you can basically just pop that barrier right off. Alright, so we're at 5%. Timer's about to pop. Alright, so 5%. That was 38% damage with Mephisto. Let's take Ghost Spider back out. Let's try Super Scroll. So 41 is where we're starting at. Calculating damage by the minimum. So I was doing about 10 million damage first minute, 20. Yeah, I was kind of looking at that too. It needs work for Battle World. I think they're doing what they did with Cosmic Crucible. Get it out there, then start making tweaks to it. I want to see how this goes when difficulty 5 comes out. Because 4 is going to be really easy too. Because the recommended for difficulty 4 is like 7-7. Yeah, I agree, Walking. There's 10% gone in under a minute, so that's good. Spec Ops is bad. That, especially when they try to lock like alliance events to it.
It's out of my control. You set the play in motion. Couldn't be
All right, so
is this what you want? Oh, and all you could ask for never made its way.
all right, so 20% gone under 2 minutes.
Caught in the water, caught unless you keep it.
Yeah, my issue with the Spec Ops is you have to complete the entire hex or node of the 30 or 30 or you get 0 points. And having it to where there's like DPC characters is kind of a feel bad. Oh, wow. All right, so 25%.
Cigarette ash, it looks like snow. When it falls in the wind, you know, and you
Yeah, every single day this week we had somebody mess up the Spec Ops.
you're worrying, you'll end up in the wrong hands, and you're having fun. Why don't you show your friends?
All right, so we have 30% gone in 3 minutes. This team is doing about 10%. So it's going to be about 50% for this one. That's going to be about 40 million damage. Yeah, the events definitely need to go for it. I agree. All right, so 30% mark. We have a minute half left. I could try.
I swear I've seen you before, holding your shoes in your hands, running out that door, and you
So we're about to back out. Give me a minute. I'll read that for you. 6. Alright, so barrier came back up. Super scroll knocks that down. Alright, 6%. That was a 35% that we did on that one. Alright, if Mephisto empowered basic a character and lowered the max health by 50, does it lower the max barrier to? It should just be the health. Barrier would end up being the same still, I believe. Let's test Night Stalkers out quick, and then I'll do a APOC team. Night Stalkers, and I want to test this. I was kind of thinking about this one. So if we put her in the middle, she might end up calling both of these guys in. That's what I want to see. So we have Night Stalkers, Morgan. Night Stalkers without manting. I can try that next. I'm really curious how this one would play out. I want to see if he does call both these people in. So 9%. But that slow's not nice. Alright, so Agatha's basic is about to come up. There she called Morgan in. Did not call Blade in though. That's 9% gone. So the percent damage scales per difficulty. I think they said it's like 4 million at difficulty 5. So it looks like it's less at normal difficulty. Oof, that hurt. So this one's not doing great. I'm gonna back out. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely bleeds the route you wanted to go. I want to see how that would end up working. That's definitely a no-go. So if we did APOC Red Hulk, we want to test that out. Morgan would give extra health. Actually, let's try these two with Cabal. Let's see what this does. So we can test out that battlefield effect that you were kind of requesting. All right, 9% is what we're starting at again. I don't want them to die. I want to back out. I don't know if that's saying 500,000 or 5 million. I think it's 500,000. I did notice you want to have like a balance of like AoE attacks though, because when you get near the end of the timer, there's just too many symbiotes out there if you don't have the AoE. Alright, so we broke 10%. That's good. There's the ult with the battlefield effect. Oh, really? All right, so we're over 20%. We're at 21%. All right, there goes the Red Hulk. Yeah, the bleeds are amazing. We're at 79. Yep, 76. So we did 9 plus 24%, so 35% damage. Alright, so yeah, I wasn't sure about the battlefield effect too. So as far as teams goes, I think I want to keep this one. This one did really, really good. Astral, Black Knight. I tried Black Cat in here just because synergy with Strange. I think I'd find a better fifth. Maybe APOC, so that way APOC gives the extra damage and health. I'm not sure. I want to find a better fifth on here. Orcus, Old Man Logan. That was the other one I was going to check. Yeah, I need to do Orcus testing. Oops, that's war. Orcus, Old Man Logan. Alright, let me write this one down. I think he is. I think it's unavoidable. Alright, 88%. So the extreme Old Man Logan Black Knight, that Astral Black Knight Old Man Logan, but it's still the top two. Yeah, it's pretty much Logan. Spider Society did pretty good. So right now I'm testing out the Orcus with them. Yeah, so that would be 31 million damage. That would be about 40%. Yeah, I think so. Right now, about 30% gone in 2 minutes. Yeah, I know it does flint. That sustain definitely saved us there.
We froze, cold night in the winter, how cold. Sorry that I fall away sometimes. Sorry that I fall away sometimes. Yeah, yeah. The end, got to end it all on the weekend. Sorry that I feel that way sometimes. Sorry that I feel that way sometimes.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. You don't really wanna know me. Hanging in the corner with a nose bleed. High on whatever they sold me. That's the old me, yeah.
Alright, so we're under the 2-minute mark. We have 50% gone.
Still trying to figure out the mind piece. Looking for the love inside me.
Thank you, Scream, for killing them. APOC, Black Knight, Nightcrawler, Robbie. Guessing that's Black Cat also. Yeah, that would be interesting with no Old Man Logan. That's basically a one-shot. There we lost Old Man Logan. So we have about 60% gone. So 28%. 28. Oh, Old Man Logan. um, so what I'm seeing, I did 124% damage, which that calculates out to, it's 80 mil times that'd be about 99 million, almost 100 million points of damage with Astral, Black Knight, Old Man Logan. Phoenix is 95 G18. I believe this is between all 3 hits too. So you did 150 mil? So I can do this one. I take out Black Knight. Put this one in. Or Robbie. Let me see what Robbie does real quick. Alright, let's see what this one does real quick. Yeah, I think Hank can definitely slot in somewhere. Alright, so 88. Alright, 10% gone, under a minute, that's good. I need these bleeds to start going off though. That passive hit was clutch. So 22% gone. This might be a pretty good comp if Black Cat can keep staying survived. Alright, so 30% gone in under 2 minutes. There lost Robbie. This is where you usually start getting overwhelmed by the mobs coming in. That's where the AoE is gonna start coming in play. We did over 40%. Yeah, Robbie. That's where I think Odin would slot in better here, just to get those AoE hits to start blasting everybody. Keeping everything cleared out. You lose it on the bleeds, though. So 41%. It's 41. So that one did 47% damage, just under 40 mil. All right, so if we do the 2 Illuminati that you mentioned, let's test that out. Hank and Shuri that you mentioned. %, again. So almost 10% gone in a minute, so this is a little bit behind. Yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out. Also, the percentile damage is pretty low on the normal difficulty. Yeah, not enough bleeds either. We got 15% damage in a minute half. Hey, take care, Sierra. Thanks for coming. Yeah, this one's just hanging behind. It's not great. I'm gonna back out of this one. Not enough bleeds. So, let's go back to this and we'll do try Aries with this one. So Undying Aries.
Feelings. It's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming, dreaming in colors I never dreamed. Oh
Yeah, I'm thinking for Aries the special. Clearing barrier every 3 turns and he does bleeds.
else before, fell in love with my broken pieces, took 'em all and made 'em yours. Didn't know when my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score when I lose my
Plus he's got the new stats. That's another thing I'm looking at.
every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh.
I was getting jacked up pretty good on this one. That's not good.
Magic. No, I'm never letting go. Now that I have it with you. When you kiss me, it's like the
Yeah, I think that would make more sense.
silence to my heart to cover up what I don't wanna show. I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took 'em all and made 'em yours. Didn't know when my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score when I lose my breath, boy you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher.
All right, so we're at 74, so we got 14% gone. That's not great.
Every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, you take me higher.
71, so that's 17% in 2 minutes. Yeah, that's not great.
You take me higher, baby. You take me higher. You take me higher, baby. You take me higher. Yeah, you take me higher, baby.
Yeah, and they just weren't doing enough damage at all.
Ash, it looks like snow. When it falls in the wind, you know. And you, oh, you say you wanna dance. You're worried, you know, you'll end up in the wrong hands. And you're having fun. Why don't you show
Okay,
your
so
You're having fun. What if it never ends? I'm lacking sincerity, but you don't care at all. Miss booze, live cigarettes, trying
That one did really good. The Extreme X-Men Odin Black Knight. I did 53% damage. That's going to be about 40 something million. And that was basically going to be a timeout. Astral Black Knight Old Man Logan, I did 124% damage. That was by far the best hit. Astral Oath Black Knight, I did about 52% damage. So it's really Black Knight and Old Man Logan that's doing like all the good stuff. Astral Apoc Mephisto, I can probably do that. That one I did about 50%. That's about 40 million. Undying Lady Deathstrike, I did actually really good. 72% damage for that one. We do Undying Lady Deathstrike as a hit. I did not try full Merc for money. I don't think they're going to be great. So this hit here, I did 72%. That went from, oh no, that's 92. Yeah, 92 down to 20. That could be one hit. Then this could be hit number 2. And then I need a good Astral team hit. So Black Cat, Robbie, I don't think did great. So we're not using an Odin. We're not using... So Astral Apoc Mephisto, I did 67 down to 19. I think Super Scroll over Apoc. So I want to use the Old Man Logan Black Knight with Extreme. That one I did a one shot and then some. Slot in Fist and Apoc and Sus. What's that one for, Hate? Oh, Mephisto, Apoc Sus, yeah. So Undying Odin did 34%, so that's not great. Astral Apoc Mephisto, I was going to use that here. Mephisto, Apoc on this one. Keep hitting back because I keep thinking I have to hit back. So Undying Lady Deathstrike. Extreme Old Man Logan Black Knight. And then this. I think that would be good. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna hit timer is at 219 for me to start recording this part. I'll say 220. We killed him 30 times already. How's it going, everybody? The Seer here, and we are going to start doing our Battle World attacks on Knull. Now, I did a lot of testing. I'm going to end up uploading the entire video. It's going to be over 2 hours long. It's just me putting things on auto, trying to figure out what the best team comps are to maximize my efficiency hits. I think I have my 3 teams I want to end up doing on here. So we're going to go in. You can see we already killed Knull about 30 times. Now, if we end up hitting enter, you can see right here the entire leaderboard. So like Dirk Diggler from my alliance, he did 152 million. That's kind of the bare minimum goal I want to hit, is trying to find 3 teams that's going to do about 50 million or more damage. I think I have some pretty good teams laid out. Now, as far as the combat mods on here, Knull is going to be immune to ability block, exhaust, exposed, and stun. Knull can summon symbiotes. That's going to be on his special and his ultimate. He's going to inflict darkness, which is going to cause mind control effects. That's where the astral team's really going to shine. They're not going to really hurt each other much. Now, for each rage Knull heads, he's going to gain 10% damage and speed, so it's going to start ramping up. Now, the first team I'm going to end up using is going to be my Undying team. They actually work really good in here. I've seen people use Old Man Logan. He works really well as 2. Now, the issue with this is a lot of this is going to come down to how you're going to plan on using your Old Man Logan and your Black Knight. They're going to do a lot of work in here. And the mythic characters actually aren't fantastic because of the scaling in here. Now, we're going to end up doing our first hit. The reason I like Lady Deathstrike in here is she's going to have the new stat reworked because the Orcus team, she's going to pop out a lot of bleeds. That's going to help the Undying members. Now, if I feel I'm not doing great on this hit, I am going to back out. That's something you can always do. Just hit the hamburger icon up here, go to quit. If you're like under a minute and you don't like the hit that you're doing, it's going to save your attack. Now, the issue with the Undying team is that Knull, he does permakills if he gets the killing blows. Mind control hits, if you bleed out, or if the other symbiotes that come in end up killing you, they're not going to end up doing those permakills. So we're just going to try to watch this for a little bit, try to see how the damage is coming in. Now, we are currently at the 80% mark. That's kind of what I've been benchmarking this at. Now, this hit in particular, when I was looking at it, I did about 72% points of damage before I backed out. So I should be able to hit about the 80% mark on a 80 million character. That's gonna be about 80 million times, let's do the quick math in here, 0.8. About 64 million points of damage is what I'm hoping to get off of this hit. So hopefully everything starts going well. We're about a minute into this hit, so we're just gonna kind of sit here and watch this a little bit. Right there, Knull ends up doing that special. I am worried about Hela a little bit. We need to make sure that she doesn't get any type of disrupt on her. We don't want the Scarlet Witch to bleed out. The Lady Deathstrike is really clutch here for how much bleeds she does to the Knull. That's going to be one of the big things you want to watch for the Knull fight, for the normal difficulty. The bleeds, they don't tend to have like a cap hit on them, whereas the percentile damage does. On this difficulty, it looks like it's about 500,000 damage. It's gonna be like the max hit. So like there I did 154,000. When the zombie juggernaut does is basic because everything's kind of unlocked. You're gonna see it's gonna be about 500,000 damage. Now, how this is gonna scale for difficulty 3, 4, and 5, that's gonna be kind of one of the concerns that we need to really watch on here. Right now we're at about 67%. We have 2 minutes gone. What I've been doing on the normal difficulty is I want to do over 10% for the first minute. That's going to be roughly about over 8 million points of damage for the first minute, and then the bleed starts to kind of rack up and mess them up. Now there, the Scarlet Witch zombie, when she did the ultimate, that cleared a lot of the trash away. That's going to kind of be key later on in these fights because they start swarming you with those symbiotes and the hive mind characters. So right now we're at 63%. I think we're on pace. I think we started a little over 80%. Alright, so that's probably going to kill the Lady Deathstrike. Now, if you end up wiping early, like if the zombie Iron Man or the zombie Juggernaut ends up wiping a little bit too early, more than I'm not ready, then I'm just going to back out and I'll try this again. Alright, so there we did lose the Scarlet Witch zombie. We have 2 minutes left. That's not great. So this might be a back out one. Yep, we're going to back out. We just lost some of our big damage there. So let's back out. Try this again. All right. All right, we're just going to keep the same team comp on this one. So we're going to keep that Lady Deathstrike in there. So let's see how this hit ends up faring. All right, so we're in. We're going to start at the 88% mark for this hit. So we're going to kind of jot that down and see where we're at. All right, so on these type of hits, the bleed's definitely going to be key, kind of like I mentioned before. They just really don't seem to have that cap damage where, like there, I did 500,000 points of damage for Zombie Juggernaut's basic. That seems to be the cap on those percentile hits. That's why the bleeds, counterattacks, any team comp they come up with that has those type of abilities are going to be very impactful for you. Hey, we got a raid from Mobile Gamer. How's it going? We are doing our first hit on the Knull boss fight after a lot of testing. So right now we are doing the first hit. I think it locked in the Undying with Lady Deathstrike as a first hit. Then I'm going to do the second and third hit after this. Oh, he does dolphin noises on his ult. That's awesome. Alright, so we started this at the 88% mark. We're currently down to the 72%, 71%. We're making pretty good headway. If I can get down to about the 30 to 20% is going to be my goal on this hit. And that hit messed up Lady Deathstrike pretty good, but I think we're going to be okay. Alright, let's try to get rid of those debuffs. Hey, what's up, Juicy? Alright, so that's going to clear a lot of those guys away. That's good. So that's about 22% gone in 2 minutes. We're actually making pretty good time on this one. Especially when those bleeds hit. We just took off another about 3%. Hey, we got another raid from Lex Lethal. How's it going? Thanks, guys. We are doing our first official Knull hit. I did about 2 hours of testing trying to find some good comps. We're going to see how we end up doing with this. Alright, so there we end up losing Zombie Iron Man. That's unfortunate. So that's going to take away some of the mind control hits that we're going to be banking on. And Zombie Scarlet Witch got taken out. That's not good. This might be a back out. Alright, so we're down to 61. So that's about 28% damage we've done. I don't like this one. Yeah, we're going to back out on this one. Alright, let's do the Astral and Extreme X-Men first, then I'll come back to this one. Trying to find a good one. Alright, so we're just going to start over on that video. This is the 231. About. Yeah. 30 times. How's it going, everybody? The Seer here, and we are doing our official hits on the Knull boss fight. So we did quite a bit of testing, trying to find the optimal way to kind of take him out. So far, Alliance has done about 30 kills on him, and as far as damage goes, it looks like Dirk Diggler's leading the Alliance with 152 million damage. I'm hoping to beat that today. Now, as far as the combat mods goes in here, Knull's going to be immune to the ability block exhausted, exposed, and stunned. He's going to be summoning the symbiotes in, and there's going to be darkness, which is going to cause mind control. That's really going to hurt, or kind of not hurt, the Astral team. For each rage he has, he's going to be gaining extra damage speed, so it's going to start ramping up fairly quickly. Now, I did come up with about 3 teams. Still kind of iffy on the 3rd team, but we're going to start by using Astral, Mephisto, APOC. This one here should do about 60% damage, I believe I had on here. Yeah, probably about 60% damage. So we're just going to load in, hit auto. I'll kind of talk through the fight a little bit. For the Astral team, the key to them is going to be kind of their percentile damage. Now, on the normal difficulty, it's not going to be fantastic, mainly because we're going to start with the special, or the basic there. Mainly because there's going to be caps that you see, like right there. 500,000 is going to be the max damage you can do on the normal difficulty. Then it's going to start changing as the difficulty goes up for the max damage you can do. So we're starting this fight out at about 88% health. That's kind of what I was doing for my testing, seeing what I started at for the percent. Basically, for every minute, I want to do over 10% damage, and the bleeds are going to really start ramping up to where I start doing more damage to them. So we're going to see how we end up doing on this hit. The next hit we're going to end up doing is going to have the Old Man Logan and the Black Knight on. Now, Old Man Logan and Black Knight's going to be very important to this team as far as the max efficiency that you can do for damage. It's a shame we only have one of each of them, but they are very impactful, very important to this Knull boss fight outside of the Astral team that we're going to be finding later on. So right now we've done about 11%, looks like about 12% damage in the first minute. That's actually a pretty good pace that we're making right now. There's still bleeds on him, so he's going to keep taking those damage. The bleeds that go on him, the counterattacks, they seem to not really have the cap damage of that 500k, which is why it's so important to find teams and compositions that really can use the bleeds to their full effect. Now, teams that we end up testing out was like using Seer Defenders with like Black Cat, Robbie. They're just so power crept as far as their stats goes. They're really not that great. The Mythic characters, they're also not great in here on normal difficulty, just because they're kind of topped off as far as how much damage you can do to them. I just decided to use Mephisto and APOC because I didn't really have other characters I could slot in with this based on what I was using for my other attack teams. right now we have about 2 minutes off. We have done about 28% damage. We're making really good time on this one. So this one here we're probably going to end up keeping. Now, if you are doing a bad attack, you can always hit the hamburger icon up here and go to quit. That's going to save your characters and your attacks, so you can keep going in and testing other compositions out. I spent about 2 hours on stream trying to find some good teams to kind of make my official hits on here. I'm going to do this again on the difficulty 3 next week, and then 4 and 5. I really want to find the most optimal way to kind of go into these hits. Right now we're at the 56%, 55, so we're not doing too bad. Now that was a kind of a key ability right there. Moondragon popping that ultimate, she does massive damage to the AoE, and if you don't pay attention and really monitor this, if you're not on auto, the swarm of hive mind and symbiote characters that come in are very deadly, and they can kind of start overwhelming you even at the normal difficulty. But it's going to be more of a time burn that they do at the normal difficulty than anything. All right, so we're at the 50%. So we've done 38% damage in about 3 minutes. He's about to go, and that should end up popping more of the bleeds off as well. So yeah, 49%. So we've done about 40%. We're not doing too bad. All right, so there's another kill. So like the energy that's coming in from the crits is really nice for this Astral team. All right, there's another APOC ult, and there's another 500,000 damage that came in. So we're at 42% right now. All right, so we're in the last minute coming up here. So if we don't like the numbers that we're at, we can always back out. Right now, I'm feeling okay about this hit. So we're at 42. So Knull popping that special gives them all that barrier. That's where this blue bar is up here. Now, there are a lot of characters that can kind of help out with the barrier removal. So definitely look into that. I'll kind of go over them at the end of this video as far as kind of plug and play barrier removal characters. There's an ult by Mephisto. All right, so we're at 30 seconds. We have done about 40. We might end up hitting 50% damage. So that 50% damage is going to be about 40 million damage. So it's not great. It's not terrible. I'm hoping to do about 50 million damage per attack. That's my goal. All right, so we can get 1 more % off of them. I need Knull to take a turn to take all those bleeds. There we go. All right, so there's the first hit down. So he's down to 39%. So that was about 49% damage that we did. So 39,000 damage as well. So let's go into the next hit. All right, so for attack number 2, we're actually going to end up using the extreme team. The Old Man Logan with Black Knight in here, they have a lot of sustain because of Forge. Old Man Logan he is a monster in Battle World. Black Knight, the reason I really like him, his retaliates will be removing that barrier, plus all the bleeds that Gambit can pump out. So let's go ahead and see how this one does. Now, during the testing for this team, I end up doing 105% damage. That's going to be about 85 million damage. So we are starting this one out at 26%. So we're going to see how this attack ends up going. Again, if it doesn't go well, we can always back out. I'm not afraid to do that. So Forge being able to pump out all these buffs is really good as well. But as you see, the Black Knight and Old Man Logan, they're going to be doing monster damage on this one. So right now we're at 12%. And we're going to see when he takes that turn, all these bleeds are really going to pick off on him. So he went from 9% down to 3%. So he took 6% of his health gone just because of bleeds. So that's how impactful bleeds are in this fight. All right, so there's 1 kill. So we're at 32 kills now for the Alliance on this one. How's it going? All right, so we started this at 26%. So we should finish this, I think, probably about at 21%. That's going to be my goal for this hit. Oh, Battle World froze mid-fight. That's not good, Breeze. I'm sorry to hear that. Alright, so another bleed popped off. We're down to 74%, and we have 3 minutes left to go. Alright, so under 3 minutes, we're at the 40% away from our goal. And that's going to get like a full one-shot on here. We're making really good time. These bleeds are going to start ramping up pretty quick here. So that took about 10% of his health off there. Alright, so those bleeds are very unfortunate. Okay, we got rid of the bleeds. That's good. Alright, so we are at 41%. 40%. So we are 14% away from a full one-shot. We have 2 minutes left. We're making really good time. Alright, so 23%, we have a minute half left. So we are beyond the full one shot on him right now, so this is all gravy. And here you can see the rage. It's currently at 34, so it's got quite a bit of rage going on. And we're close to losing that Black Knight. That's not good. At least we're near the end of this hit, though, so that's good. Alright, it's down to 8% for the Knull. Alright, so there we lost the Black Knight, but we have 30 seconds left. We're definitely keeping this one. We did really good. Alright, so there's a Knull death. We lost Forge. So we've done 126 percent points of damage right now, so let's keep going. We can get that Knull to go. There we go. Got another bleed tick. So finished at 96%. So that was about 130%. 104 million points of damage. That's a really good hit. I'm happy about that one. That's good that you at least killed Knull, Breeze. We are on our final hit now. Alright, so. Yeah, that was a good hit. Alright, so for the last one, we can go with the Odin team. We haven't used Odin. We have Undying Odin. That one I did about 34% damage. We also have a Super Scroll that we can use. I think I'm going to try using the Orcus here with Super Scroll. Now, the reason I like Super Scroll, his basic is going to be able to remove Barrier. All the negative effects that they kind of pump out and positive effects that should get him going fairly well. So let's see what happens on this one. Night Stalkers, they didn't do great for me when I tested them. Yeah, I'm going to test the Odin after this one. So we'll kind of do a compare on these two hits and kind of lock in one of them. So we are starting at 73% for this one. Now, Spider Society does really good too. Their issue, honestly, is too much sustain to where they do good bleed damage. But they take a lot of animations because of Mayday coming down for P2B Parker. So right now, we are making okay time. I like the position where the Carnage is right next to Knull, so when they get a nice AoE hit, that should kill him off. So that is 12% gone in over a minute, so they're making pretty good time right now. Yeah, I like the challenge. So being difficulty 3, the percent damage should play a bigger role. I don't know if the bleeds are going to be as impactful as they are right now, but I think they're going to be impactful. So the timer actually stops on our turn. So like if I hit the auto off right now, we're at 319, we're not doing anything, and the timer stops. So it's for you to kind of select what ability you want to pop. Now, as soon as I start doing, now it's timer's going again. All right, so right now we are almost at 20% damage at 2 minutes. So it's a little behind the damage curve that I wanted. That caused... Yeah, stops every move, yeah. Alright, so that is 23% damage. So this hit is not going great. Yeah, Scientist Supreme was clutch there and flipping those. So right now we're at about 30% damage. I think I'm gonna back out here. We're gonna try an Odin comp and see if that's gonna work better. We did about 30% damage with about a minute half left. Now as you can see, as I backed out, I am able to go back in on this hit. So we're just gonna go back in. We're gonna select our team. So we're gonna do not Undyne. Undyne does really good. We're gonna do Orcus Odin, and we're gonna see how this one plays out. Odin, Sus, Thanos, Peter, or Hank, and a fifth. That's interesting.
You said that you've been lonely, makes you cold as ice.
Alright, let's see how this one goes.
Hard to get to know me, the better than the lies.
So we're actually starting this one off at 47%. So as long as I'm better than about 17% with a minute and a half left, I'll probably keep this one.
You said there ain't no reason, but I sit here every day, waiting for the moment I will feel like I should.
Reads, I'm gonna have to put that in the video. Do you know how Oribach reminded people of daylight savings? He told them to turn the clocks back an hour back. I love that. That's amazing. Alright, so we have close to a minute down. I bet you, yeah. Alright, so we got a minute off, and we did about 8% damage, so the damage is a little bit lower right now. We're gonna see if it starts kind of ramping up, though. Alright, so that's 11%. So Odin's good as far as like the sustain and doing those extra hits out of turn and clearing the debuffs. But it's not really adding in all the bleeds that we really want in this team.
You said that you've been searching, silencing my mind.
Alright, so that's 15% gone. This one's not great. But him clearing out the waves, that's amazing. Alright, there's more bleeds on him from Lady Deathstrike. That's what we need to happen more. That's a 20% damage. And yeah, I agree. So Walking Hate in chat, Logan and Odin are clutch, each got their own team. I definitely can see and agree with that. Same with Black Knight. Like, you'd throw Black Knight with Old Man Logan like you saw what we did, and that's amazing. Odin being able to clear all these negative effects and taking care of the waves is very impactful. We just need to find a really good third team. Like right there, he just took off all those NATO effects on this Orcus team. Right now, we've done 25% damage in 3 minutes. I'll leave it up to chat. Do you guys want me to keep this? Do you want me to back out and use Odin with Undying for the final hit? Let me know what you guys want me to do. So right now, we're about to hit the 30% damage mark. So realistically, you're probably going to hit about 40%. That's going to be another about 39 million points of damage. They were just last Sentinel. Odin, Quicksilver, Astral. I already burned my Astral. I used Apoc and Mephisto and did about 40 million damage. I think it's like 30 to 40. Alright, so that is 32% damage. Let's go ahead and do Undying. That is 32% damage. Alright, so this is going to kind of determine if we go back to that team or if we stick with the Undying. Because Undying is a very good team. They pump out a lot of bleeds. Teams I tested out with them was Lady Deathstrike. She did pretty good. It's just going to be RNG if she survives. Robbie, he's too squishy. I tried a Super Scroll, Old Man Logan, Gore. Old Man Logan can definitely do work. But I did better in the testing using Extreme with Black Knight and him, so that's why I did that route. So let's see how this one plays. Yeah, Thanos is. Nice. Alright, so let's get this going. 48% to the start on this one. I'm hoping we can at least get that 50% off. That's the bare minimum I want to aim for. But I don't know if it's going to happen. Alright, so there he got rid of the ability block and the heal block on the Zombie Iron Man. There goes the bleed off the Zombie Iron Man. Oh, no, that's still there. So that's 10% damage in under a minute. That's actually really good.
Thin ice, walking on my own. Playing nice, should I let it go? You said that it would change, but you're going home and I'm losing hope.
That's unfortunate. We lost the Zombie Iron Man because Knull got the kill on him. We did about 15% damage. Kind of need him. I might back out right now just to redo it. He pumps out some important bleeds. So that's the thing that you have to worry about when you do the Undying into Knull, is getting those permakills. It's a little bit of RNG on that. It was doing a lot better though, so we'll do another run. Alright, here we go.
Countdown, feel the ticket
All right, so let's try this again. That's a lot of bleed stacks that's on him, so that's good. There's Odin basically removed the debuffs again, so that's really good. Alright, so when Knull takes a turn, let's see what the damage is going to end up being. He's at 40%, 39. So right now we did 10% damage in just over a minute, so we're a little bit behind on this one, but everybody's still healthy, so that's good. Alright, so as long as the Knull doesn't kill the zombie Iron Man again. Alright, so there is about 16, 17% damage done to him. There, that's good. The zombie Juggernaut took out the zombie Iron Man, so he was able to come back. Alright, so that's 20% damage dealt in just over 2 minutes. So we're still okay. And there's zombie Juggernaut took out Iron Man again. That's good. Another Knull ultimate. So that's the true power, in my opinion, of Odin. Just taking care of all the mobs that come in. That is 30% damage in 3 minutes. So we're really ramping this up with these bleeds. So I think we're good to be able to do 19% in 2 minutes. So we're definitely keeping this one. And that's probably going to take out Scarlet Witch Zombie. Yes, it did. But we at least have the Juggernaut Zombie. He's pretty important to keeping the damage up on this with the bleeds. Highest damage I've seen. I did 104 million. So that's, besides I've seen like a 95 million. I don't know. I'd have to really dig in to see what other people have done. Alright, so might be topping out here. We're at 12%. So that is 36% damage. And that special was very nice. Got some more bleeds going off on Knull. All right, down to 11%, so that's 37%. Not great, but it's pretty good. I think I'll keep this one. When we get Knull, take another turn to get those bleeds popped. So down to 9. Yeah, so we're going to keep this. So we did about 39, pretty much about 40% of the damage. That's pretty good. That's another 31.6. So our total damage that we did, let's go ahead and take a look at that. So on the leaderboard, I did 176 million points of damage between all 3 of my hits. I'm actually pretty satisfied with that. When Emma Frost X-Men comes out, she'll probably going to replace somebody on the Astral team. It's probably going to end up being APOC. And then I can probably throw APOC with Undying or something. Now, something I wanted to go over is there's going to be some very important characters for plug and play that you want to make sure that you have available that's going to be able to remove barrier. So the first one's going to end up being Scarlet Witch Zombie. Her ultimate's going to be able to remove the barrier. Odin's ultimate's going to be able to remove the barrier as well. Let me pull up my spreadsheet, because I actually made a spreadsheet that's going to be coming out where it's going to have important characters. All right, so Scarlet Witch Zombie's ultimate, Odin's ultimate, Ares special, Gladiator's special, APOC's ultimate's going to be able to remove barrier as well. Super Skrull is basic, and for how fast he goes, he's actually pretty good in Battle World. Cosmic Ghost Rider's ultimate, Old Man Logan's ultimate, you kind of saw the power that he did himself. Green Goblin Classic, his special and ultimate. Kang's special and ultimate removes barrier. Nova's basic and special. Black Knight's passive, those retaliates. That's why that Extreme X-Men team I did so well at a lot of barrier removal. Spider-Man Big Time is special. Sasquatch's special and ultimate. Venom's basic and ultimate. Ms. Marvel Harlight's special. Rogue's basic. Red Hulk special. Gwenpool's basic and Deadpool's special, but that's only if Old Man Logan is an ally, and that's to the most injured character. Now, I am working on infographics, and I'm going to have this info on there. I'll also post this in the comments section of the video. Now, if you guys did enjoy this video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Sorry, I cannot talk anymore. I've been doing this for about 3 hours. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful rest of the day.